Today's topic is a real important one. It is on coaching and getting your parties to hold. So we're going to spend some time here because, you guys have been working so hard. You're out doing facial boxes. Some of you have these like cool booths that you're doing. Now we're doing the 21-day booking challenge, right? So a lot of you are booking and getting bookings. And you go through all that work. And I think that's why sometimes it feels extra devastating when something cancels because you're like, oh my gosh, like I have been working so hard to get this booking. Now it falls off. And so I want to give you all of my tips, and I have a bunch. I want to make sure that we know what we're doing here and whatnot. So first off, I know I've shared this story before, but I want to share it again. A long time ago, right when I had started Mary Kay, I had a girlfriend who did a jewelry company, and she asked if, oh, it wasn't a girlfriend. I went to a girlfriend's party for a jewelry party. And I went to that party, and the consultant said that if I booked a party, the hostess would get more free stuff. So naturally, I booked a party, and I think it was like 3 weeks after, that my booking was. Well, I didn't get a business card from her. I didn't get any information from her. I didn't get an email from her. There really wasn't texting back then. Now I'm a dinosaur. But I really didn't get anything from her. And so I didn't know anything. I was like, well, is it holding? Is it not? Are we on? Are we not? And I'll never forget it because I got a phone call from her a day before the party, and she said, okay, how many are coming? And I was like, girl, no, like I didn't even know we were on. I didn't have any info from you. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do, how many people I was supposed to have. And so coaching is really almost like a way of reassuring people that you're a professional and that you're going to be there and that you're going to do what you say you're going to do. Okay. So the first thing, to have your parties hold more, or your appointments, parties, virtual, in person, all the things, it's about mindset. Okay, so what is your mindset? If you're walking around saying, well, I don't even know why I'm booking because they're just going to cancel anyway, guess what they're going to do? They're just going to cancel anyway. You can't be walking around saying stuff like that. In fact, you know what? I was walking around in my office today when I was thinking about this. I was like, nobody ever cancels with me because they don't. I rarely have cancellations. Rarely have cancellations. And I'm going to give you all my tips on how I do that because it's more than just like the messages you're sending. It's about you and how you're presenting yourself, but it's your mindset. Okay, so what is your mindset? It's that everyone wants to hold a booking with me. That could be a new mindset for you. And maybe you have to talk yourself into that one. And so you do what I call a computer doily. You know, we're in the Midwest. We know what doilies are, the little things you crocheted that like went on your stuff. And I call a computer doily is a post-it note, and you just put everyone wants to hold a booking with me, and you plaster it all around your monitor and your mirror, and you just like put these little things everywhere. So mindset is the first thing. The second thing is you need to start positioning yourself as someone that people want to hold a booking with, meaning start positioning yourself as an expert in what you do. Now, it doesn't mean to be an expert does not mean you have to know everything about everything. It just means that you have created this level of excitement that they're intrigued enough to meet you because you have some knowledge that they want to have. Because, and we've been talking a lot about this as a team this year. I feel like we've gone through a time where we felt like, well, I'm offering her a pampering session and a gift card. She should just want to hold her appointment with me. Like, whether we're consciously thinking that or not, I think that's what we're thinking. Instead, we have to earn the customer. We have to earn their business, right? So that's a different mind shift. I need to earn her business. So, what are some things that I can do to earn her business? Well, first off, we'll talk about projecting yourself, like your image to them, and how we do that in words and all those things. But then also, like, people want to, like, even tonight on the live that we did, everyone was so excited to learn a three eyeshadow look. Like, they want the knowledge, and the product that we happen to use is Mary Kay. And so when people love the knowledge and the product together, they want the product that the knowledge was taught with, because it's a lot harder, even if you have the knowledge, to go to a different store and try to find products that are comparable because you don't have the knowledge to what you found. So they're going to want the product, okay, too. But we have to project that. So my first thing that I'm going to say is that if you have a lot of cancellations, you're doing something wrong when you're booking, because coaching starts with booking. And what I mean by that, again, going back to like positioning ourselves as experts, what are the kinds of messages that you're putting out to your people that you're booking? So let's say, for example, you're booking someone over text. Let's use text because a lot of you are text booking, right? And let's say you put out the initial message, whatever it is, and then she says, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This sounds like fun. I would love," and then you say, "What date?" And then she says, "Oh, I think August 2nd at 7:30 would work for me." And you're like, "Great, I'll send a confirmation email over." Okay, like you guys, this is our opportunity. Instead of being so blunt and so direct and so like, I'm in a hurry, take a hot second and go, okay, I'm going to say those things, right? That yes, I'll put you down for that. I'll send you a confirmation. But then you need to take it another step because, again, positioning self as expert, positioning myself as someone that they actually want to meet with, I would say something like, I'm so excited to meet with you. I can't wait to teach you what I know. Is there anything specific that you would like to learn about skincare or makeup? I would love to just like incorporate that in so that you love the appointment. Doesn't that sound like so much better than just like, okay, I'll send you a confirmation email. It's gonna be so fun. Okay. And it's sometimes it's just our needing to slow down for 1 second and just be like, okay, every text that I can text back is an opportunity for me to position myself as someone that they are going to want to meet with. Um, they're thinking about it in terms of, and I want to give you this example. I know we've talked about this, but maybe some of you haven't heard this. They're thinking about it in terms of value. What value am I going to get out of this? Because every woman person is thinking, what's in it for me? And so we think sometimes that they're just going to want to do it because it's pampering and every woman likes pampering. True. However, okay, we're actually about 2 weeks away from seminar in Dallas. And if you have the choice, like something comes up, you can only hold one of two appointments. You can only hold your hair appointment or you can only hold your massage appointment. Okay, now you see these ruts? I'm holding the hair appointment, friends. I am not picking massage. Even though massage is pampering, massage is awesome. If I have to pick between one of the two before a big event where I want to look good, girl, I'm picking the hair appointment every day of the week. Is anyone picking the massage appointment over the hair appointment? I mean, exactly. So again, it's not just like pampering and fun, it's that they want to get the value out of the appointment that you are going to bring to the appointment, which is teaching them about skincare and makeup, showing them what products would work for them, all of that. And so you need to convey that. And maybe if you're not good at thinking of how to do that, um, reach out to people who are. Reach out to me and be like, she said this. What's a way that I could better position myself after this message? And then, start getting those suggestions. And then, for a while, you might have to copy paste. You might have to, just kind of learn that way. But think of everything as an opportunity. So your hold rate starts with your booking. It doesn't start after the booking. I think that's a common misconception that we might have. Okay, the other thing is, I hate using the word brand because that sounds really complicated, but the other thing you want to start doing is really taking a look at everything you're putting out to people when you're booking and when you're sending communications, whether it's confirmation emails, whether it's like reminder texts, your digital business card, or a picture of you. What is that picture like? Okay, is it some selfie you just took on the 4th of July where you happen to have threw some red lipstick on? Or did you put some makeup on, do your hair cute, and maybe have like your husband or someone take a photo of you so that it looks a little better in really good lighting? Like, are you being kidnapped in your grandma's basement lighting? No. The other thought too is making sure that the makeup you're wearing in that picture, we think more is more, more is better, more is more, right? I maybe wouldn't wear a red lip look like this in the photo. I want to have a photo that says, the makeup that I'm wearing is doable for any woman, even if she wears nothing and, splashes water on her face and has never worn makeup in her life. Like you don't want your makeup to like lead, but you also want your makeup to look like you know what you're talking about. So it's a balance. So if you are unsure, you also want your hair to be cute, but not like you don't want to look glamour shots. Okay, if you remember how many of you, okay, now I just aged myself, glamour shots. Yeah, we don't need to be glamour shots. We want to be approachable. You don't want a bunch of junk in the background in the picture. So start looking at, and you're going to see all my stuff and it looks clean and nice. You guys, even the fonts we use say something about us. It's like, it could blow your mind if you really start overthinking about it too much. So, but start looking at that. Now, if you want an opinion, I will gladly look at whatever pictures you're putting out there and I will gently offer you suggestions. Okay. I won't be like, because I get it. Like, I've put some pictures out there that I'm like, I look at them now and I'm like, why did I do that? So if you need help with this, reach out because we want to help you because this affects your business, whether you want it to or not. We are in the image business. Our society is obsessed with all this stuff. So reach out because we want to make sure that you're looking good. Okay. So let's say you book an appointment. What happens next? This is the actual like meat and potatoes of how do I get my appointments to hold. But honestly, that other stuff I just talked about is way more important. Like what you're doing when you're booking, positioning yourself as an expert, and kind of looking at like image things throughout. So when I book a party, they go in my date book. I'm old school, I still use a paper one. And I write their name and the time that it's going to be, right? And I highlight it in yellow, our parties. And then when I've sent the confirmation email, I make a check mark. So I have my own little system for that. So, but once I book it, I tell them, okay, so you need to start telling them what's going to happen next. Remember back to my example where I said I booked this party and she never like, there was no direction. We have to remember sometimes if we've been doing this for a long time that people who are meeting with us have no idea what happens next. So you need to tell her because it's reassuring to people. It instills confidence in people. It makes you look like ridiculously professional when you say, this is what happens next. I'm going to send you a confirmation email. And and then I started saying this, I'm also going to check in a few times because it's part of my process. Because some of you get really hung up on, oh my gosh, I don't want to reach out too many times. And I have a rule, it's called Emily's Rule of Three. I made this up that between booking the appointment and holding the appointment, you must make a contact at least 3 times because again, we're instilling confidence, we're experts, we're serious about what we do. So one contact could be the confirmation email, depending on how far out the appointment is. Now, this is if the party is within a month of booking, at least 3. Girl, if you're booking, which I don't like to book out more than a couple weeks, but like if you're booking way out, it's going to have to be like triple, quadruple that, right? But so confirmation email, then I might check in with her to see if she got the links in the email if she didn't respond. Or I might say, hey, I'm looking forward to meeting you in 10 days or in a week. This is what'll happen next week. I'm going to check in a day before your appointment and see how many people are coming. Is it okay if I come 10 minutes early? Like you can even get her address, whatever, right? Like you just want to make sure that you're making contact with her. And on our team website, okay, I'm going to show you this. I have a document called Coaching Conversation. So if you're like, I don't even know what I would say for these 3 things you're talking about, Emily, guess what? I got examples here. So you go to the homepage and then you click on Consultant Education, Education Center. And then if you click on these boxes, booking and confirming appointments, and you got to scroll down to get to coaching. Okay, so it has Emily's Rule of 3. This Coaching Conversations document will give you some ideas for that. Okay. Now, with this confirmation email, it must be sent within 24 to 48 hours. So if you're booking someone, you better get that thing out like right away. Because again, the more time, let's say you let 5 days go because you forgot and you got busy or blah, 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 that erodes trust in you. And when you erode trust like that, the hold-o-meter, we'll call it the hold-o-meter, your hold rate goes down. This is why I have a ridiculously high hold rate because I am full-blown committed to getting those confirmation emails out right away. In fact, every morning I open up my date book, and if I see yellow with no check mark, that is one of the first things of my day is getting that email out right away. And I'm going to show you what the email looks like. I actually redid the email and I have it available to all of you. So that's happy, right? So this is what my confirmation email looks like. Do you see right away? It's got my, like, I hate using the word brand, but I'm going to use it. It's a picture of me. It's thank you for booking with me. I look cute. I don't have scary makeup on. My hair is normal, but I look professional. Okay. I took this, my 11-year-old took that picture of me sitting on my porch with my beauty starter kit. So if Ethan Schutte can do it, you can too. Have someone in your house take a picture. Please review the email and send the pre-profile Google form to all your attendees. So I have correct supplies. I have my name. I have all my info. I hit them with it all right away. Your appointment this time at this date. Now, one thing, I have started setting boundaries with my bookings because I hold a lot of parties and I want to start right away. If we say 6 o'clock, I want to get there at 5:54 or 5:50 and I want to start at 6, right? I don't want to be waiting for your friends. You know how sometimes you go to a party and they're like, oh, we're going to eat dinner first. Here's the thing. Do not get me wrong, I love connecting with people. There's a lot of value in that. But when you're doing 4 to 5, sometimes 6 parties a week, and everyone's doing that, it's time away from my kids. It's time away. Like, it's not fun for me when I'm doing it 4 or 5 times a week. I have the ability to connect with people really good. I'm going to come in, I'm going to blow your mind with this appointment. We're going to have a blast. We're going to connect, but I'm going to get in and I'm going to get out, right? So I started telling people, and you guys, people have been really receptive to it. They've been telling their friends different times. So I say that so if you're enjoying dinner with friends ahead of time or have a friend that you need to tell 30 minutes early, like, go do that, right? So I can just start. Now, a couple of changes that I've made, I want to explain this to you. I used to say, if you got this email, please email me back just so I know you got it. Now they're going to click here to confirm back. And this is a new link that is just for my hostesses. Okay, so again, this is on our website. I put the example of this link. So you're going to have to copy it. Okay, so if you go here, Emily's Google form example for the host, this is for her guests. This is for the host to confirm back. And then this is the email. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so her name, her occupation, because I want to get to know her a little bit. Phone number, address of the appointment will be held at. So it's all going to be in one place. I'm not going to have to go find her for the address. Did I get the address? Because you guys, these things take time and y'all are working full time and you got families too. Her skin type, has she tried Mary Kay before? What do you hope to learn, gain, try again? All these things. I'm getting her excited about this appointment. I'm creating value for this appointment. Tell me your makeup skills. And then if they're willing to do my career survey, they get these adorable earrings, they submit that. Okay, so that is the one for the host. Now, again, if you open my email, which I lost somewhere, she needs to click there to confirm back to me. So as soon as she fills out the Google form, I'm going to know she got this email and actually looked at it, because sometimes they don't, nobody reads anything. This is also why the email must be kind of short and kind of sweet. For your guests, please have each guest fill out the pre-profile link. And I made this a copy and text link. So her guests are going to fill this out. Again, it's got my picture. This one has, because when I was booking her, I had this info on my booking thing, but 19 years in the beauty industry, special, you guys can make up whatever you want, whatever is real for you. Mary Kay products comply with the EU standards of safety. And again, it's pretty much the same questions, except I don't have the address and stuff. But I want her sending this to her friends. Again, picture of me up here was taken by actually my tripod and a timer. Okay, so I turned it on a 10-second timer and stood on my step with a Mary Kay box and took the picture. You do not need to hire a photographer to do these things. So she can copy and paste it. And then here's some extras. If she clicks here, she can take the career survey ahead of time. And I also put my link. If you would like me to mentor you in your own beauty business, start for $35 here. So it's all in one place. See you soon, Emily. Now, here's what's cool, you guys. If you're like, oh my gosh, I want a cool email like that. Awesome. This is for you to use. So what you're going to do, I'm going to give you this, see this link up here? You're just going to like copy and paste this link into a browser, or just go to emilyschutte.com and click on the confirmation email and bring it up. And then you're going to do that thing we do, right? Where you know, hit Control A, selects the whole thing, Control C copies it, and then you open up, you know, I had a Gmail thing open. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. I must have, oh no, here. Okay. Then you open up like your Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, Compose, and then you hit Control V to paste, and it pastes it. Now, this is the part you need to listen. I will send you the Canva template for this top picture. Okay, so you can make your own picture, but it'll have these words if you don't like graphic designing stuff. Obviously, you need to take out my info. So the way that you do that, you can totally just delete and add your own blah, 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 blah. Okay. Um, every time, so what I do with this is I email it to myself and then I just forward it and just change the appointment time and send. So it's really easy. It's like open, you know, delete, send. You will need to make your own Google form and you will need to link it here. Otherwise, they will be confirming on my link, and then that's a no for me. Okay, so what you do is you see how when I clicked on it, it brought up this go to link. You can click on change, and then you delete my link, okay, and then you put in your link. And that's how you can still have this super coolly looking button thing. Same here, you'll just delete this for your pre-profile link and then copy and paste it in there. The career survey, we all use the same one, so you don't need to change that, but you definitely need to change your own unique startup link. Okay, so it honestly, if you don't want to deal with this, just go like this and remove it. The email would be cute like this too. Your appointment. I mean, girl, it's good, right? So you do not need to take 10 years doing this. It's not super hard to do. But that gives you the ability to have that. You look professional. Now, you need to follow up on that. If you don't get her clicking on that and confirming it and sending the link to her friends, these are touch points you need to make with that person. And I get it. Sometimes it feels like a lot, like, oh my gosh. But you know what's even more work is going and getting leads and getting more bookings, right? It's way more work. It doesn't seem like it. Um, so great question. So Brianna asked, do I have one link? I use this. I do not make new links for every party. I have the same. It's called, you can actually go in my google.com/forms. So if you can never figure out how to get to your forms, go to google.com/forms in your browser. Okay, I'll show you this really quickly. And it'll show you every single Google form. You guys, I've made 20 billion Google forms. So I have one called in-person party registration. And if you look at it, I have 506 responses. So I just keep using it. I do not make a new one each time. So it's really easy. You make this puppy one time and then you can just keep using it. Now, one thing you will want to do is, I haven't done this yet on this new one, but if you click on responses, you guys got to do this not on a phone. It's way too hard on a phone. You'll link it to Sheets, right? Because then it'll create a spreadsheet for you. So you just click on that little guy there, okay? And then you want to click on this little hamburger, these three dots here, and click get email notifications for new responses. Because again, it's going to simplify your life. You're going to know that, you know, she's filled it out because you're going to get an email and you can go check the link quick. But no, I'm going to just use the same links ongoing forever and ever until the end of party holding time, right? Or until I modify it or whatever. So it makes it really easy. Plus, you've got a running total of all your hostesses from the last year. And that's probably some valuable information that you all have lost because you got like me right now, post-it notes and profile cards hanging out all over your desk. And you're like, oh, what was that girl's name again? And I got 506 people in that spreadsheet, you know, from the last like 9 months or whatever that I can just go back on and look at. So once you get all this set up, it is not going to take you long. It'll be easy to do coaching. So just schedule 45 minutes to get all this stuff figured out and made. And if you need to make a new Google form, you guys just go to google.com/forms, click blank, and then you say new question, and then you make the question, and then new whatever. It's not hard. It goes really, really fast to make these. So I will send you the Canva template. I will send you, you're going to have all this stuff.